Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. Let's jump in to cover this week's skill boss run for the Young Queen, running our Wind or Wind Light hybrid team. Yes, that's right, a lot of options here. You can use Thomas, Andre, Anna, Mirai, or even Hansame. There is a lot of options for Team B, so let's jump in and cover it. That way you get a solid score, of course. But make sure if you want a bunch of free codes to jump into link down below and support us. It is 100% free. You go to link down below, you press that juicy red supporter button, then you wait for the codes we send to the My page a few hours after you support. Once you press that button, you scroll down all the way down here. You should see my name under my support. You keep going down and boom, receive benefits, my coupon history is where the 2 codes will go, with a bunch more codes coming out, so just wait. You'll get all those benefits, but as a reminder, your support was reset for the brand new season, so make sure you jump in and support us yet again. And as a reminder, if you're a supporter, join our Discord server. We have free giveaways for you for hundreds of dollars, very juicy. And a shout out to our first commenters, we have One for None, and also Prowler. A big shout out to 2 of you and enjoy those juicy, exclusive Discord roles. Now going back to the Hunter setup, a lot of options here. For me, I actually didn't use Thomas Andre. I used Mirai and Anna, just because when it came to Thomas, I felt my damage was just a little bit lacking, because when it came to my Hunter Jinwoo, I took the sets right off from Thomas Andre's back and I put it on her, just because I found the Iron Will and the Obscene set ran so much better. My Infamy sets just couldn't compare. When it comes to Jinwoo, you want to make sure you have a lot of crit rate and defense, obviously. You want to maximize on her damage. She deals so much damage, not just a Spore Hunter, a DPS coming in clutch. So here's the build. We're running Stormbringer, Grimoire, the usual sport skills. When it comes to the Jinwoo sport loadout, we have the Greed set on him, Bloodlust, Reawakening, Sharp Perception, We Are One, and Aggressive Fence, with Life coming in and the Blessing Stone, go figure, to make sure there's some Korean in there, to make sure the Ant Queen does target us more often than not. The more HP you have, the higher the chance it is that she will target you, making the run so much easier. For Leonard, of course, the Infamy set. For Goto, we have Desire. For Thomas Andre, you want the Iron Will Obsidian set on him to maximize on his damage. Anna, you do want the Greed stacks coming in to boost our Hunters by just a bit. And the Verdescent set to make sure Anna spams her skills to get the stacks applied as often as possible. And when it comes to Chomp, you do want the extra set and also the Angel Weight to make sure our top DPS is buffed up. Her damage is fine, just make sure she has a lot of mana consumption reduction so she never runs out of mana. Now when it comes to other options here, let me go to the edit preset mode right over here. You can swap out Thomas Andre for our girl Mirai. That is a very good option. Mirai comes in of these sets right here. When it comes to either, a lot of options. You can run 2-piece Infamy, 2-piece Curse, and extra coming in. You can also run 4-piece Infamy, 4-piece Expert, 4-piece Infamy, 4-piece Obsidian, or just go the 8 Infamy route. I would just try a lot of those builds. Most people nowadays are using straight up Infamy. That way Mirai does not have mana issues, especially if you're using Anna. You'll run into a lot of mana issues because Hansame is not there to boost up Mirai's mana. So the Infamy set is probably the best bet right here. My Infamy set was unfortunately not that great, so I'm using Curse to get all those bonus stats coming in, but still, I feel like Infamy would run so much better, but Curse for me, I just couldn't resist. But as mentioned before, you can put Hansame right here, running the Guardian and Soul's Blessing set, or you can swap out the Angel Weight set when it comes to Chomp, put it on her, and for Chomp, just go raw DPS, but it's up to you. You can run a lot of build variations when it comes to Hansame and Chomp, so it's up to you. Just use the one that gives you the most damage, but again for Hansame, you want the Guardian and Soul's Blessing. And when it comes to cores, very simple. You want these 2 on Jinwoo for damage and mana consumption reduction. You want basically all these cores right here, all of them. When it comes to our Wind Team loadout, you can swap in 1 core for Jinwoo if you want. This core right here does work, but I do find this one gives me the most damage coming in, which is our ultimate. Giving us 20% crit damage is not too bad at all. The 20% core attack crit damage increase isn't too bad, but it just doesn't compare. For Goto, same thing, and of course for Leonard, you want these cores coming in, very important. When it comes to Mirai, same thing, it's pretty much a rinse and repeat. All these cores are the best for the Wind Team, it is so darn strong. When it comes to Chai, you do want this core right here to reduce our mana consumption, but also make sure you're running at least 1 piece with mana consumption reduction or a bunch on your artifact pieces, to make sure she spams her skills. So you want to make sure she has some mana consumption reduction in her stats, artifacts, cores, whatever, to make sure she spams her skills, applying all those debuffs, of course. And when it comes to Ana, same thing. You do on this core to ensure her ultimate comes up as soon as possible. I also run some mana on her and mana consumption reduction to make sure she can spam her skills and not run out of mana. I find she runs out of mana pretty quickly, so I do recommend some mana and mana consumption reduction on her to again spam non-stop. But that's the build. Let me quickly show you the stats when it comes to her hunters. That we have a sense of what I'm running. For Leonard, we have 48.5k defense, very nice. We do want a lot of crit rate. 12,000 plus is kind of what you want to go for. Even 9,000 does work, but the more the merrier. He takes advantage of crit rate so much. Crit damage 10%, damage increase 35% and above. Defense penetration does not matter. We don't really need it for the Queen, so we're good to go. When it comes to Goto, here we go. 97,000 HP coming in. Yeesh. Lots of damage increase, not much event spam, crit damage, and crit rate. We do get some crit rate from his passive, so we're pretty much good to go in that regard, but I could obviously use a bit more crit rate coming in just in case. Mira, here we go. A lot of attack, a lot of damage increase, a lot of crit damage, and a bit of crit rate coming in. Her stats looking good. Here is Cha as well. Here are stats. Again, we don't need too many stats for her because her damage is minuscule. We just want a lot of mana consumption reduction. Above 5,000 is pretty much going to have you set, but you can add in more if you want to ensure she does not run out of mana. And of course, we have Jinwoo. She has a lot of defense and a lot of crit rate. We can even use more crit rate coming in for more consistent damage. Damage increase as well, crit damage coming in 2%. We can obviously reduce her defense spam, but it's pretty hard getting all those sets right. The guild boss is 50% skill and 50% building the right hunter stats. Very, very difficult. When it comes to Ana, we don't really care about her too much, so just want HP on her to make sure she doesn't die, and a lot of mana consumption reduction and bonus mana coming in. And I do want to mention when it comes to Thomas Andre, same stats as our gold Jinwoo. I use the same sets, so these will be stats right here for our Goliath Thomas Andre. And if you plan on running Thomas Andre, here are his cores. You can copy these for the maximum damage coming in. And I do want to mention when it comes to our girly BORA, we don't use her for the wind team and light team because we save her for the fire team. If you want the right damage coming in for both runs, we want to save her to make sure fire team deals as much damage as possible. Otherwise, if I popped her into the wind team, we will get more damage coming in, just like we saw last week. With BORA, the damage is off the charts. But for that, so let me just give you a quick rundown of the battle. You want to dash to the side, get the Shadow Step applied, Cold Ice, then we use Grimoire, Shadow Step, Stormbringer, Armor Break, and then use your QTs and spam them. Then you're pretty much rinsing and repeating, and making sure you save the Stormbringer, and also Vacuum Wave for the end phase, to make sure you can clear the mobs very quickly. But besides that, all you're trying to do is time your skills correctly, always make sure they stack. And I do want to mention one very important part. When it comes to your ultimates, always cast them when the Ant Queen does go into the break state to make sure you get Goto's passive applied, but also you want to make sure that Leonard Nearman's skills are activated to have more damage coming in during the ultimate skill animation I'll show you. But again, don't forget the 5-finger method for casting the skill on our ants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ants are going to get killed right here. Watch, we suck them in. Vacuum Wave comes out right here, kind of whiffed it there, which is fine, but they all died. We're still good for time. You just want to make sure you aim it correctly, otherwise, well, you'll lose a second or two when it comes to the end phase, which is not ideal. But here we go, we're using our skills, getting the break ready right here. You can use up to 4 Shadow Steps on this phase, is up to you. I do 3 to 4 depending on the, I guess, animations when it comes to the Queen's End skill cast. So here we go, she's about to go to the break phase. I'll show you what I do when it comes to the ultimate. The ultimate's about to come out during the break state. Thunderstorm, of course, for bonus damage, but watch, Leonard casts his skills, and we use the ultimate right here. After Shadow Step, you can see the skills are coming down. That's bonus damage being applied to the Queen. Very, very juicy. So again, just rinse and repeat. I'll play the full battle here for you, that way you can see what happens and you can enjoy the run. But on that note, this is your Code King Zaf signing out. I'll catch you in the next juicy video, of course.